as a valuable trade route. The ice pack prevents shipping throughout the year, but climate change is now melting the pack, making the waterways more navigable. Well, our science correspondent David Shukman is joining a team of scientists in Resolute Bay in northern Canada. We'll spend the next 10 days exploring the waterways, finding out what the changes mean for the Arctic.
The sea is just starting to freeze here. This is what's called grease ice, the first signs of the approaching winter. But look further out to sea and the waters are still clear. For the first time, there's an ice-free channel running right through the Arctic.
This is the so-called Northwest Passage, which for centuries was a kind of holy grail for explorers, connecting the Atlantic with the Pacific, and now for the first time this summer declared entirely free of ice, changing the Arctic map and coming far sooner than experts had predicted.
The satellite pictures show how the ice started to retreat as normal early this summer and then accelerated and kept on retreating, breaking all records for Arctic melting.
It's stunning. I had no expectation of seeing this rapid a reduction in sea ice, frankly, for the next 10 years. There is no hint of this in the climate models for decades to come, and it happened in this last summer.
This matters because the usual shipping route from Britain to Japan is some 14,000 miles. Travelling instead via the Northwest Passage could save a fortnight, but there's a dispute about who's in control. Remote Canadian settlements like Resolute, sitting beside the Northwest Passage, are suddenly on a new front line. America claims the right to use the passage, while the Canadians say it's theirs, and they're planning a huge new military base here and more patrols.
How important is it to you to assert that sovereignty?
Well, it's critical. It's part of our history. Like any country, it's important to assert your control over your country and its territorial waters.
Nearly 40 years ago, an oil tanker battered its way through the Northwest Passage, but it was badly damaged. Now commercial shipping does seem more feasible. But where does that leave the people living here, the Inuit?
It's going to become a great benefit to save billions of dollars because of that routing. But for us, it will yet be a huge intrusion on the fragile environment that it already is.
Now this icebreaker is preparing to sail through the Northwest Passage. This is the Amundsen, a Canadian Coast Guard ship designed for the Arctic waters and fitted out for exploration. A positioning system holds the vessel steady for research, and sonar will survey the seabed, vital as this waterway opens up. On board, there'll be teams of scientists. We'll join them for a journey explorers once dreamt of, now possible, in this warming world.
And that was David Shukman reporting there. And